Hi, kids. Welcome to a spooky mystery at Jolly Roger's Pumpkin Patch. 3 crimes in one night. Can Detective Ryan Holliday and his clever dog Bo crack the case? Let's read along and find out if this duo can solve the pumpkin problem in Panic at the Pumpkin Patch. To get your copy of this book, please check the links in the description at the bottom of this video. And if you also want to stay up to date on all my stories, ask a grown-up to click the subscribe button. At Jolly Roger's Pumpkin Patch, just after Halloween, Inspector Ryan Holliday was checking out the scene. He had to solve 3 mysteries. Each one of them was dire: a donut theft, a chicken flight, and most of all, a fire. He brought along his partner Bo, his loyal basset hound, who always had a nose for finding clues left on the ground. They took in their surroundings once the owner let them in. Then Holiday said to his helper, "Where shall we begin?" They started at the bakery beside the donut stand, where Holiday asked questions with a notebook in his hand. "What happened here?" said Holiday. "I see you've lost some dough. I do not know who did it, but I'll tell you what I know. The kitchen door was broken. Someone ruined every batch. And when there were no donuts, there was panic at the pumpkin patch." "I see," said Ryan Holiday. He took a look around. Bo found a chewed container full of doughnuts on the ground. Scratches lined the doorway where the burglary had been. "It seems you lost your doughnuts because someone butted in." Then Holiday and Bo moved on to try to get the scoop on how the pumpkin patch's birds had fled the chicken coop. The chickens were inside the fence, just pecking at their feed. But yesterday, on Halloween, the birds had all been freed. "I don't know how they did it," said the chicken's poultry boss. "I don't know how these birds got out. I'm really at a loss." I stepped away to have a snack, and someone popped the latch. The chickens all went crazy. Panic at the pumpkin patch. Bo sniffed around the chicken coop, and sure enough he found some crumbs left from the donut stand were scattered on the ground. "The thief was here," said Holiday. "I wonder where they hid. This bush is barely big enough to cover up a kid." "There's more to see," said Holiday. He left the coop behind. He headed to a smoky barn to see what he could find. He saw a firefighter in the corner that was burned and asked her what had happened and exactly what she'd learned. "All we know," she told him, "is this started yesterday. We think the fire burned right through the bottom of this hay. That lantern was knocked over and it went up like a match, and when the shoppers saw it, panic at the pumpkin patch." "I see," said the detective as Bo sorted through the suit. He pulled a half-burnt feather out from underneath his foot. "What's that?" the firefighter asked. "A clue," said Holiday. "I think our culprit left it here before they got away. In fact, I think that he's the one who pulled off every crime, a fact that makes this criminal the greatest of all time." And then Inspector Holliday pulled everyone together. He showed them all the evidence: the doughnuts, crumbs, and feather. "I figured out each mystery, of that I have no doubt. But tell me, other than the birds, did anyone get out?" "Well," the chicken keeper said, "I know this may sound silly, but now that you are asking, I don't think that I've seen Billy." "I thought as much," said Holiday, "and I don't mean to gloat, but I believe this animal, this Billy, is a goat." "How did you know?" the owner said. "The clues," said Holiday. "We found a lot of evidence that gave the goat away. It started at the bakery. He busted through the lock, and then he took some doughnuts to his friends, the chicken flock. He tried to feed the chickens," Ryan Holiday then said, "but when he opened up their door, they ran away instead. And that's when Billy panicked and he hoofed it to the shop. He left behind this feather that is on the tabletop. The feather was a chicken's, but he brought it there, I'm sure. When Billy left the chicken coop, it got stuck in his fur. Amazing, said the baker with a smile on his face. And now, said Ryan Holiday, let's finish up this case. Bo opened up the donuts and he placed them on the ground. And Billy left his hiding spot to see what he had found. Aha! Said Ryan Holiday. I knew that you'd be back, for even when you're on the run, you can't pass up a snack. What now? The chicken keeper asked. We put him in his pen? Then Ryan looked at Billy and he smiled. Not again. I know that he's caused trouble, but it's time to turn the page, for I believe this fellow might escape from any cage. I'd like to take him home with me, if that's okay with you. I have a lot of yard work that a goat could help me do. So having solved the case of Jolly Roger's pumpkin patch, Ryan packed some doughnuts that the baker made from scratch. The three of them rode to his home, where, shortly after dawn, Billy woke up Holiday and helped him mow the lawn. The end. Thank you, kids, for listening. I'll see you soon in another adventure. Bye for now.